Hey everybody, DailyDrivenMods here. What we're looking at today is a set of 4 pistons from an F22B bottom. What we're going to do today is we're going to be removing all the carbon buildup from the top, the valve reliefs, all around the sides. We're going to do the ring lands, we're going to do the wrist pin as well. These, I'm not keeping the rods on these. The rods are going to be getting pressed out, and I'm getting a set of H22 H-beam rods put in. And it's for a turbo build for a 92 Prelude. So we're going to get these guys soaking and we're going to see what happens. Alright, so now we got everything ready to go. What you're going to need is some brake cleaner, plastic wire brush, a pail of hot water, and your pistons. And what we're going to do, we're going to take the cap off. Take this up, get the insides all mixed, and we're going to spray it directly into our bucket of hot water. Good enough amount in there. You're going to take your piston, and you're just going to drop it directly inside. Just let it sit, leave it there for about half an hour, 45 minutes, come check on it periodically, make sure nothing's going on. I'm going to leave these two, let these go first, and then we'll come back and we'll rotate. Alright, so these have been soaking for about 15-20 minutes. This is the old product. Lots of caked on carbon. It's all over the place. And we're going to pull out one of the guys that's been sitting in here for a while. If you have an old shop towel or a rag, let's dry them off real quick. Alright, this is what's been soaking in for about 15-20 minutes. As you can see, it's already coming up quite nice. Still needs to be sat in there for a little bit longer. As you can see, the bottom is still heavily caked. Sides are cleaned up a bit well, along with all the front and the back. Put that there, so you can see. And what we're going to do, we're going to let this sit back in here just a little bit longer. We'll come back on it, check on it, make sure everything's going okay. Alright, it's been about an hour of soaking in the bucket. We're going to pull one out, we're going to see what it looks like. Remember your rag. Alright, this is what we have now. About an hour of soaking. Still a little bit along the sides, we can probably get rid of the wire brush. Also, if you look right inside there, you can see that the oil rings are nice and clean. A tip for cleaning the smaller crevices: if you take a piece of broken piston ring, obviously use the correct portion sizing, and if you take a piece of the oil ring, you can get right in along the edges and you can peel back all that dirty carbon, make it nice and clean. When you're doing this, do not use the break point. So if I break it here, don't use this. Use the flat filed edge, factory filed. And what you're going to do, you just want to seat it just gently, and you want to push forward slow and straight. And by doing so, you're going to peel out all that carbon that's been sitting in there. Clean up those. sure not to damage your oilers while doing this. Hence why I recommend using a smaller ring rather than a larger ring. And that's it.